Good morning. My name is Bomik Suru and I'll be presenting my architecture thesis topic Bracing the Infrastructure Gap between the exponentially growing industrial sector, which further narrows down to e-commerce logistics. I'll explain my presentation in 7 parts, which concludes research, case study, site study, concept, design, architecture, building services, architecture representation, and detailing. Therefore, starting with the introduction slide, e-commerce means a platform for buying and selling of goods over online platform. Different types of e-commerce was studied, out of which B2C and B2B were tapped upon for the further studies. Different activities in e-commerce industries were studied, out of which logistical activity was tapped upon for further architecture intervention. The slide shows the growth trend in e-commerce from past years and future growth. The lower diagram shows how e-commerce is significant for MSMEs and increase their outreach with revenue growth. Different growth trend and government initiatives which have attributed to the growth of e-commerce are listed. While studying the different sectors, growth in different sectors, it was found that growth of infrastructure sector of e-commerce was stagnant. Logistics means managing, storing, and distribution of goods. Further we studied was done which found that logistical cost in India with respect to the GDP is more as compared to the developed countries. The challenges in e-commerce are cost pressure, high rate of returns, the poor infrastructure, which is attributed to the connectivity from the supply network to the delivery area, and which further increase the cost and the carbon footprint through travels. The right hand diagram shows the cost of logistics in e-commerce. Thereafter, the flow of logistics in e-commerce was studied, how a product from travels from point A to point B to different process of e-commerce logistics. Later, moving forward, the supply chain operation in e-commerce like first mile, line haul, last mile, and reverse logistics was studied. Moving further, the global trends in e-commerce logistics was studied, out of which the omni-channel logistics was tapped upon. Omnichannel logistics are a type of logistics where a customer could visit the store and buy as well as buy the same product through online medium. Uh, Proposing omnichannel logistics would help to fill the infrastructure gap in e-commerce logistics in an efficient and a sustainable way. Thereafter, specifying the major design programs extracted from the study of the logistics from proposal of omni-channel logistics, which are retail facility area, the storage facility area, and the IT office services area. The design program was based on the certain program extracted from the studies. As per the study at the parameter, the case studies were done, which includes Prologis Georgetown in Seattle, GLP Tokyo in Tokyo, Chipak London in London Docklets. The key learning of the architecture programs in each case study are listed below. Thereafter, after analyzing the parameters from the case study, the site was selected at Oshiwa Logistics Center, which is an SPA proposed by MMRDA for developing 160 acres of brownfield development. Being a brownfield development, it adds a sustainable feature to the project. The right hand side diagram shows various site location with various development around the project. The comparative study was done between Oshiwa Logistics Center and BKC, which are both SPA planned by MMRDA. SWOT analysis was done for the site, which further states the potential for e-commerce logistics at the site. Further, the slide shows the DP plan of ODC proposed by MMRDA, and the site taken for the design proposal is marked in red. The site selected abuts to road on two sides. The west side is abutted to the SV road and the south side is abutted to the internal wide road. The diagram or the key characteristic location like nearby hospitals, malls, and the IIT offices are shown. The infrastructure around the site shows the different connectivity through roadways network and transportation around the site. The climate analysis study shows the yearly tribal temperature with the intensity gradient chart and the windrows diagram at the site. The study was used to provide the and design the fenestration and use efficient daylighting in my design. Therefore, for smooth and efficient functioning of logistical facility, a sustainable layer should be integrated in the design where there are efficient traffic movement, the heat island effect of the site is reduced, the passive cooling is proposed on and the natural ventilation are used, maximum daylighting throughout the facade, through north facade, which will further result in the reduction in energy consumption. Thereafter, massing with vertical distribution of programs was proposed where the blocks of IT, storage, and retail are stacked vertically. Therefore, as progressing with the design and integrating the RG, elevated RG space with the offices and the pathways for the efficient traffic movement, the form was achieved. Thereafter, the exploded axonometric of the design outcome shows the vertical distribution of programs like retail, storage, social and IT offices, and it shows how a social space was proposed as a breakout space between the IT offices and storage facility. The red band traveling from bottom to the top layer shows the vertical transportation movement, which consists of lift and staircases. The right hand side diagram shows the design outcome with integrated RG spaces on office floor levels which are connected to each other. The sectional axonometric, the north-south sectional axonometric shows how different design feature like natural ventilation, reduced heat gain, efficient daylighting were proposed in the structure and how it's working throughout the design process. The right-hand side layer shows how different vertical programs are stacked. The retail, which is at the bottom layer or above which the storage facility was proposed, and after which a social area was proposed, which was the breakout space between the IT and the offices, and the proposed strategies are demarcated in tags. The east-west sectional axonometric shows how the front portion and the rear portion of the site are working. The front portion where restaurant space and RG they are proposed. The second, the rear side of the project where the loading unloading facility and the vertical reciprocating conveyor which will be used for taking the goods to the first floor level are proposed. Roof plan here shows us how the entry and the exits are planned for different vehicular movement. Like for the LMV and the HMV movement, the entry was planned from the wide SV road, while the entry and exit for the delivery and the dispatch vehicle were planned on the adjacent side of the internal road, where as we move forward there are two drop-offs, one is for retail and another is for IT. The sciography in the roof line shows how the elevated RG space connected to the offices are self-shading through the structures during the daytime. Traffic movement plan shows us different vehicular traffic movement in the site, the LMB movement, the HMB movement, the LMB and two-wheeler movement which are used for delivery are shown on the adjacent road side. Thereafter, as we come to the ground floor plan, we see how segregated drop-off was proposed for retail area and the programs above. We also see how the loading unloading area was proposed on the rear side and the dispatch and delivery on the adjacent side of the on the adjacent road side, where the vehicular movement for dispatch and delivery do not disturb the site internal layout of the site. This ground floor plan consists of retail floor area where number of shops with two-sided display were proposed, and a cafeteria was proposed facing the road which had an RG in front of it, which will become a casual discussion or a casual meeting space for the people who come shopping and buy and go and get out of the structure. Thereafter, the first floor plan, which caters to the storage facility area, is shown where in e-commerce logistics there are two types of storage: the dynamic storage and static storage. Dynamic storage are storage which have high frequency movement, and the static storage are low frequency movement. So accordingly, the space was designated and the space was organized. The loading and unloading of the goods will be taken on the first floor level through the vertical conveyor, which are shown on the rear side of the site and the bottom adjacent side of the site. The small diagram of shown how vertical conveyors works. The space for the freight movement was left efficiently. The green space shows the admin area of the storage facility room. The second floor plan caters to the social and public space, where a multi-purpose hall was proposed, and the rear side was proposed with a turf area which would be used for sports activity. The front side was used for open air public activity. The open air seating was designed for open air public activities. Third floor plan is the first IT floor plan, which caters to the executive areas, the executive staff of the IT office company. So further coming from the lobby space, we enter the reception. After the reception, we move on towards the locker room. Further going to the locker room, there comes a waiting area. After the waiting area, we have executive rooms, the discussion rooms, and the IT office area. The meeting room for people of the office was proposed on this floor. The fourth floor plan is the second IT office floor plan, which caters to discussion in the meeting area. So the discussion room were placed on the west facade to use the efficient daylighting from the west. The some group leaders cabin were also provided on this floor. The elevated RG was placed on the front north side of the structure, where a step was provided which connects to the RG on the above floor level. So the step was designed in such a way that gully that and spill out space. It was designed as a spill out space where a colleague could have a discussion about the product, or a new intern are being guided in an informal way. The fourth floor plan and the sixth floor plan consist of IT office floor plan, which caters to the IT staff area, which has an IT staff area and elevated an RG level on each floor accordingly, which becomes a failover space for the employees. So, the studying the basement plan shows the efficient movement in the traffic with the efficient driveways provided. The section AA shows the section cut from the two lift shafts, the south north side lift shaft and the south side lift shaft. Section B dash is cut through the shows the RG level of the sixth floor office level and the social and public space area. Section C dash shows the elevated RG at the fourth floor level with a different vertical stack of the programs, and the rear side of the function project, which is used for loading, unloading, and vertical reciprocating conveyors. The section DDD is cut through the shaft, which shows the basement, the floor levels, and the rear side, which shows the reciprocating conveyor shaft and the loading unloading bay. Thereafter, showing the north elevation, where different RG levels and the stepped RG level are visible. The south elevation, which was used for the services area of the site, one of the structure. Service area proposed on the south elevation. The west elevation, which was on the front side of the roadside elevation. The rear side elevation, where the loading and unloading area was proposed. The slide represents the view from different angles of the site. The view from the site entrance, the view from the fourth floor RG area, the view from the turf and the RG floor area, the view from the drop off which takes the vertical IT and the storage facility area. Bird's eye view of the project. View from the exit ramp of the site, which is at the shows also the south facade of the building. View from the site entrance. View from the front area of the cafeteria with the RG space nearby. View from the exit ramp area. The view of multi-purpose hall. View from the front, the RG floor outdoor sitting. The view of the site from the entrance area. Thereafter, moving to the architecture building services. The slide shows the water supply from the municipal water to the UGT and UGT to the overhead tank. The right side cut axonometric shows how water travels from the UGT to the OST above through the shaft. The electrical services plan shows how the electrical supply from the substation to the meter room, and meter room to the shaft, and the right hand diagram shows how from the shaft it is distributed to the floor area. Services sewage plan, where the sewage and the waste from the toilet and the kitchen area are taken to the STB. The extraction will be used for irrigation purpose. The rainwater harvesting tank, where the rainwater from the top elevated RG level areas are also harvested. The services and firefighting tank, where a firefighting tank is shown. The red line shows the pipeline from where the firefighting tank to goes to the overhead fire tank. The fire hydrant, the right handed CO2 system was proposed on the storage area, which consists of dry CO2 for firefighting. Services HVAC plan. The services function proposed was the VRF. The diagram shows how the routing of the VRF will be done through the plans. The structural frame axonometric, this shows how the frame structure of the site would look. Facade detail, the curtain wall shows the curtain wall detail which I have proposed. How the working and how the interior and the exterior of the design was looked is shown in the 3D cutaway. The right hand side shows the detail size of the facade of the curtain wall. The lower shows the transcon frame and the mullion frame detail of the structure. The green wall detail, the green wall proposed on the elevation facade would have different systems. The diagram for the same are shown on the 3D axonometric and the 2D section. The crown detail, the detail for crown elevation facade which was designed are shown in the current slide. The elevated green space detail, where the space was designed for elevated RG, how the layer of different drainage layer and the moisture prevention layer and the waterproofing membrane would work are shown in the diagram. The permeable pavement, since to reduce the heat island effect of site, the permeable pavement, the green pavement was used, where the concrete and the green would work in coordinates. And the sectional detail for the same are shown here. The vertical reciprocating conveyor, since it was a mechanical device, vendor specific details were shown here. Thank you.